There is a special moment each leap year. At exactly 3 minutes past 3 a.m. on February 29, if you possess courage, wait that moment in a darkened room, completely alone. At that special moment, the darkness will deepen. If you were to raise your hand in front of your face, you wouldn't be able to see it. But you must not do that. Oh no, for that would be to waste the moment. Instead, you must reach out into the impenetrable darkness, and it will reach out to you. An unseen hand will grasp yours. You must not flinch away, nor tighten your grasp. To do so will only reveal more of the decrepit flesh that covers it, and thus angering its unseen owner. Remain perfectly still as the withered fingers move over your palm, tracing an unknown pattern. Do not move an inch as it crawls slowly up your arm. And more importantly, do not breathe as it caresses your face, touching what cannot be seen. You should remain still through this. The hand will be withdrawn and a voice will speak, so close to you that you will be able to feel its breath on your face, the smell of decay it carries. It will ask you for one simple piece of information. Answer truthfully, and the presence will vanish, leaving only a whisper in the wind as the darkness lifts.
It is dawn.
From that day on, untold fortune will be yours, as well as mysterious good luck. You will lack nothing, and have everything as you wish. But in a year, perhaps two if you're lucky, you will feel your skin beginning to decay, and smell the sweet scent of death upon your breath. Why don't you try this? I promise it won't be anything bad. Turn off the music, turn off the TV. If you have to, turn off your computer. Then go to another room and sit in total silence. Do you hear that? That ringing? People say it is your brain making up a sound to explain the silence. But those are lies. I can't tell you what is making that sound, but whatever it is, you don't want to meet him. It is trying to break through, force its way onto our plane of existence. Now try this. Repeat the first steps. Turn everything off. This time, turn the lights off as well. Still hear the ringing? Better hope you do, because if you don't, it means they have finally managed to break through. And no amount of running will save you. There is another universe, similar to ours, but not the same. Entrances to it are scattered throughout the world, in the places where the most psychological energy gathers. Schools, hospitals, those kinds of places. During any leap year, on February 28, this is the period of abnormal astral activity that opens those doors. At exactly midnight, the minute between the 28th and 29th, if you're lucky, or unlucky enough to be by one of those doors, it will open and call you. In this other universe, things are mostly the same, except all love and hate relationships are reversed. This means that your worst enemy in this world will be your lover. Your best friend hates you more than anyone else and will even look to harm you. It's a nice head trip, a good escape from reality. At least from the reality you know. So have fun. But remember, if you enter, you are stuck there until the next leap year. She lived in a small apartment with her husband and 2 dogs. Since the building was old and the walls were thin, every noise made in the entryway and living room could be heard from the bedroom. Late one night, she decided to go to bed while her husband took the dogs outside for their last walk of the day. After she went into the bedroom, she heard the jingle of the dogs' leashes and the opening and closing of the front door, with her husband leaving for the walk. Sometime later, as she started to doze off, she heard the front door open and close as her husband re-entered the apartment. She saw a small streak of light as he opened the bedroom door and then quietly closed it behind him. He silently climbed into bed and got under the covers. She murmured, "I love you. Good night," and fell asleep before he could reply. A few moments later, she was awakened when she heard the front door open and close again. Then she heard the jingle of the dog's leashes and her husband's hushed voice. By the time that she realized that her husband was not in bed with her, she felt a cold hand caress her cheek, and a guttural voice finally replying, "The memories I have with my grandmother are very fond. She used to live with my parents and me when I was about 6 and stayed with us until I went to college. She raised me on many wonderful things, such as spontaneous trips to the Natural History Museum, how to pick up flowers for every occasion, and even her own mother's secret recipe for the perfectly fluffy blueberry pancakes. Every Sunday, she would let me sleep in, but I would always wake up when I smelled those pancakes and heard her singing. "Are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray." She would always come into my room with a short stack, and we'd share them before heading off to late morning service. And then we would spend the day together. Sunday has always been our day. So, it's my first Sunday back home after graduation, and I can smell those pancakes, and I can hear her singing in her worn and raspy southern accent, just faintly. "Are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray." The only problem is, my grandmother died 2 weeks after I left for school, and her singing is getting closer.
Are my sunshine,